Hi, this is Justin from Hotspot Nymphing, and today I'm going to be tying a lively Legz Hare nymph. I've started off by placing a size 16 jig hook in the vise, and I'm going to be putting a 3mm slotted tungsten bead in copper, small hole first, onto the hook. For a little bit extra weight and also to secure the bead, I'm going to be taking about 10 wraps of 0.01 lead-free wire. For thread, I'm going to be using UTC Ultra thread in 70 denier and rusty brown. I'm starting off my thread just behind the wire, and then I'm going to make some wraps over top of the wire. Now I'm going to trim off my thread. For the tail, I'm going to be using some pheasant tail. Pull off about that much, maybe 10 strands, and tie them in so they're about 3/4 of the way of a hook shank. Now you can trim off the excess, but save this because we're going to make a wing case out of it in a second. For a rib, I'm going to be using ultra wire in size small in gold. I'm going to use about 5-inch strand so I can tie about 6 flies or 5 flies with it. And for the body, I'm going to be using Hare plus dubbing. It's a really good dubbing mixture that I got from Lively Legz. It's got a little bit of some Antron dubbing mixed in, but it's got a really nice base of the Hare, and it has plenty of guard hairs. So I'm going to make a pretty short dubbing noodle on my thread. And we're going to wrap up the hook shank. All the way up to the bead. Now we're going to take our wire and we're going to rip the fly up to the bead. Tie it off and then helicopter it. Now for the legs, I'm going to be using the Lively Legz in size small, and I'm going to be using the purple flake color. So first we have to tie in our wing case, which is going to be the pheasant tail that we snipped off. Then I'm going to be tying in my legs. And I'm gonna make about 5 wraps at each tab. And we're only gonna be tying in 4 of the legs. So we're gonna snip off that back set of legs. And they should be out and look pretty natural. And now we're gonna snip off that front tag. Now for the abdomen, thorax of the fly. I'm gonna be using some more Hare's Ear plus dubbing. And I'm gonna make a very short dubbing noodle again. And we're gonna wrap. Up the hook shank. There's a little bit of a ball of dubbing, we'll get that out of there. Now you should have a pretty buggy little fly. And we're gonna pull that wing case over top. Tie it off while holding the legs back. Then we can make a few wraps in front and snip off the wing case. And shout out to Mary for those new scissors, they're really sharp. We can whip finish. Snip off our thread. And now we're gonna clean up this thorax a little bit. But I'm gonna leave it pretty buggy. There you go. Legz Hare's Ear. This fly works really well in most of the spring creeks that I fish. So tie up a few of your favorite colors, have fun, and catch some fish.